Good morning everyone. I hope you had a really good day so far. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bea and I'm on the staff team here at St Matt's. So today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we're going to have a little chance to think about something called wellness. And by that we don't mean we're going to get you to do an exercise routine or we're going to talk about healthy eating, but we're going to talk about how we can look after our minds and look after how we're feeling at the moment. And today particularly I thought it would be really good to think about gratitude and something I like to call little joys. So when we initially went to lockdown, we were thrown into this season of chaos, this season of fear and uncertainty, and nobody really knew what was going on. And perhaps all these things in life that we would usually find our joy in, whether that's like our jobs or going to church or meeting friends for coffee, it was like those were gone overnight. And we were in this season of not really knowing what to do or what was going to happen, and all the things that we would usually turn to for solace, they weren't available to us. And I don't know about you, but I found this really, really difficult, and I spent a lot of the first few weeks of lockdown wishing I could have lots of these things back, and being really sad about the things which I felt like I'd lost. So one of the things that I started doing was keeping a gratitude journal. And what that was, I just bought a little notebook, and at the end of each day I wrote down some things on each page. I'd write down how I was feeling that day, what I'd found difficult, because I recognised it was really important to notice how I was feeling and to bring those to God. So I'd make sure I'd write those down and pray about them. And then underneath that I'd write about 3 things that I was grateful for that day, 3 things which I'd found joy in. And that was often really, really small things. It might be the coffee that I had in the morning with my breakfast, or the time I had in the afternoon to read my book, or perhaps I went on a walk and really enjoyed that. But every day I'd make sure I had 3 things written down which I was grateful for. And although these things might have seemed really trivial, I made sure that I was just making an effort to notice something and to write that down and keep note of it. And over time I noticed that not only was I finding more things to be grateful for, but I was actively looking for those little joys in my everyday, rather than just feeling sad about what was going on. Although that was still really valid to feel upset and worried, I was also looking for those things to find joy in, and I ended up finding more and more things every day, and so my list has got longer, and I felt happier. I found there's been a real power in that gratitude and bringing those things to God every day. And it's helped me see where God is more in things as well, not just seeing those things as joys, but seeing those things as places where God is actively working in me and other people's lives, even if that is something as small as a cup of coffee. So maybe this week, as a challenge for all of you, at the end of each day you could write down 3 things that you're grateful for, whether that's something really big or really, really small. Just write something down, and if you can't think of 3, just write down 1. And make that a habit for every single day, and see if you notice how you see things start to change. See if you notice how where you see God in things start to change. And perhaps now you can encourage other people too through the things that we find joy in. So perhaps in the comments down below you could write something that you're grateful for this morning, or something that you're grateful for this week, a place that you've seen God working, or something that you enjoyed. Gratitude is something that we can really rely on at the moment, something which has so much power in a season of such uncertainty. Perhaps you could also ask God to help you to look out for those things, and to look out for other people as well, for those opportunities to be that little joy in someone else's life. So let us know down below what you're thankful for today, and perhaps in the week be in contact with each other, let each other know what you're noticing this week and the difference that it's making in your life. See you all soon.